Hi, my name's Brett Bevell, and for today's podcast, I'm really excited. I want to share with you a technique that came to me about 12 years ago. I call it Amma's love, or if you want to think of it as Divine Mother's love, and it's an energetic process. I want to share with you first how it came to me. I was in a classroom at the Omega Institute receiving a healing, not an individual healing, but a healing that was a group energetic healing using vortex healing. And even though I'm a student of vortex healing, I'm not trained as a teacher in that lineage. But there was a student there who was a very high level student who is named Linda Raphael. During that process, she opened an energetic portal to the avatar Amma, who is often referred to as the hugging saint. And during that healing, I felt the presence of Amma literally come into my energetic field. And it felt like she drew 2 circles on my hands. And I had no real, any sort of sense of wisdom of what just happened as she drew those circles on my hands. But later, I began to realize that there was a form of energy healing that I now had access to that I simply call Amma's love. And I'm going to begin by, first of all, just sending you a short little session of Amma's love, or if you want to call it Divine Mother's love. And I'll send it to you, and then after that I send it to you, then I'll empower you to it and show you how to use it for yourself. So again, right now, I'm just sending you some Amma's love energy. So just remain still if you're seated or lying down. Just let this energy move out to you. And again, it's just a beautiful energy of love going to you into each cell of your body and to all aspects of your being. Very beautiful, beautiful energy. And just let that move into you. And just hold the intention that you're letting it come into you, because it's not going to violate your free will. So if you don't really want it, it's not going to come in. So just make that free will choice to allow this energy to come in. And now I'm going to send you an empowerment of this energy. So if you don't want to be empowered by it, I would say, turn off this recording, because I'm going to send this empowerment now out to anybody who's listening to this podcast. So by the power of the golden light within, by the power of the sacred breath, I manifest this truth. I now ask my higher self, working with the infinite presence of Amma, to empower all who are listening to this podcast to the energy of Amma's love. I manifest this now, so be it. And just feel that empowerment coming down into your field now. Beautiful. And so to use this energy, I would just simply point the palms of your hands toward yourself and just hold the intention that this energy of Amma's love is flowing to you now. That's all you need to do. Just point it towards you and hold the intention that this energy is flowing to you now. It's a bit of a subtle energy, but it's very beautiful, very soothing. At least that's my experience of it. If you want to send it to somebody else, you could. You would simply point your hands towards that person and send. I usually don't send energy to people without their consent, but since you're all part of this podcast, I'm going to assume that there's some consent among us here if we were to all send to each other. So just, in that case, just point your palms outward and just intend that you're sending to everybody else who's on this podcast, regardless of time and space. So that anytime you listen to this podcast at this point, you'll be receiving healing from others who have listened to it. Beautiful. And just let that energy kind of sink into you. So again, it's a very simple energy that I just refer to as Amma's love, because I feel like it came from her, it comes from her. You can use it really anytime you want or need. It's a very simple technique, so there are no books written about it. There's no training program that you need other than this simple process that I shared with you right now. You can use Amma's love to send that energy into your day, to send it to family members, to send it to yourself whenever you need that boost of some divine love. So I hope you've enjoyed this short podcast today, and I look forward to talking to you again. Again, if you want to connect with me, I recommend you can go to my website, brettbevell.com. That's BRETTBEVELL.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.